should go. The court said we want a full hearing on this, and they have fixed 24th of August because earlier I could not accept the date because I was to teach at Harvard. I teach every year in the summer at Harvard University, I teach economics. So I requested the court gave me 24th. I'm reasonably sure that after 24th, Mr. Chidambaram will also be in Tihar jail. There are many more. Raja went first, then Kandimori, soon Dayanidhi Maran, because he forced one of the telecom companies to sell to a Malaysian who has LTT connections. I mean, these people have no patriotism at all. This is what corruption does. When you want to just make more money, look for every shortcut to make money. And if Raja has gone in, some Rani must go in also. Even if she is Italian. They are no more calling Tihar jail, they are calling it Club Tihar. They are serving masala dosas nowadays. Because so many Tamilians are in jail. Soon they will be serving pizzas also. So you have today, because of corruption, your economy distorted, your development therefore affected. Financing of terrorism is becoming possible.
But
The problem is not.
I think it's working now. I think it's working.
Yeah, now it's working. Yeah. Then it spreads. You see, there's a huge influx of people from Bangladesh. The BSF is supposed to stop it, and they are in full strength there. But once the culture of corruption comes, the BSF takes money and lets them in. Now people say this is communal to point this out. I say, how can it be? After all, when partition was created, the British said there are Muslims who cannot bear to live with Hindus, so they have to get a separate area. And that's how Pakistan was created. But once you create Pakistan, of which now Bangladesh has gone alone, has gone separate, then the same Muslims come back to your country and start living with Hindus. Then I think in the proportion in which they have come, we must get the land also back, because after all it's all Indian land. I would say that the impact of corruption is an extraordinarily serious dimension now, and we have to fight it now. We are very fortunate that today we have a leadership with this Chief Justice, Justice Kapadia, who has made it known to all judges that you must help in the fight against corruption. It's a pity that the Prime Minister should be taking the lead. But when the Prime Minister, you see, he may be personally honest, but he is watching all this. Lord Krishna says in Mahabharata to Arjuna, in the Gita, when the war is going on and Arjuna hesitates about shooting the arrow on Bhishmacharya, he says he may be a great scholar, he may be a teacher, but he violated the fundamental moral law when he saw Draupadi being stripped and he did nothing about it. So Mr. Prime Minister may be personally honest, but that doesn't absolve him. When I first wanted permission, I wrote to the PM, please give me permission to prosecute Raja. no reply. Then I wrote him another letter with more information, no reply. Then I wrote him 3 more letters, 5 letters, no reply. So I went to the court and said, this Prime Minister is non-functioning. So under the Constitution, I have a right to ask the court to give me permission to prosecute Raja. The court was very angry, and they issued a notice to the Prime Minister to file an affidavit. In the history of the world, it's the first time the Prime Minister has been asked to file an affidavit in a court. When you ask somebody to file an affidavit in court, then it means that you don't trust his words. So therefore you want it on an affidavit. That means you swear the ceremony, the statement. There was a clamor for his resignation. But I saved him by saying, no, he doesn't have to resign. Because he doesn't know the law. And there is how he can give sanction when he has to take a sanction from Sonia Gandhi in the first place. And what is the use of removing him? Do you think you will get a better person? You will get some Buddhu who will be even bigger rubber stamp, or maybe even a bigger crook. So there's no point either, if you are in the opposition, you fight to remove the government, you don't fight to remove individuals. So therefore, the Prime Minister can remain till we reach a situation where the people decide that we need a new government. So the Supreme Court has since then done a number of wonderful things. They have said to the CBI, you will not be any more guided by the government on this issue. You will listen only to us. And of course I am there, so I can make petitions. I can tell the court, please do this, please ask them to do this. So now the CBI has been liberated from the government control. And the CBI is doing very good work, not as good as we would like it, but they're the best they have ever done. And one by one we're going. Today I got information from India that the daughter of another very important minister from Maharashtra, she is also in trouble. And all of you know. So how many ministers are going to go? I would think there will be 7 or 8 ministers of the government who will be in jail. This is unprecedented for India. Because India, an atmosphere had come, nothing will happen. The corrupt people are spreading this. Nothing will happen in India. The laws are not sufficient. They should be made strong. Anna Hazare's contribution, however, is one which I would commend here today. Only one clause in this entire Jan Lokpal bill is worthy. Otherwise, with the present laws, I'm getting action anyway. I must say that the Supreme Court has selected a judge as a trial court judge, and this trial court judge is as tough as they come. Of course, he has a problem because there are so many accused. There are 23 accused already, and all of them are billionaires, and they can afford lawyers, the best quality lawyers. They usually come with 5 lawyers each. So 23 times 5 is almost 100 lawyers are breathing down the neck of the judge, you see. And poor chap, but he's held ground. Those who thought that India is a weak country should see the kinds of changes that have come. I myself, people ask me, how did you get all these documents? Well, you'll be surprised how I got these documents. One day at 9:30 in the night, the doorbell rang, I opened it, and there was a well-dressed youngish man. He said, my name is Achari, Ashirvadam Achari, and I would like to talk to you. So I said, where do you work? He said, I'm private secretary to the Minister of Telecom, Mr. Raja.